All right, so I just declared my empty homes tax here. This is a bullshit tax, to be blunt with you guys. It was brought in by this silly NDP socialist mayor that we had, Kennedy Stewart. Thank God he's gone. You're guilty until proven innocent. The tax is wrong. It's expropriation of property rights. The government has no business telling you what you can do with your property and whether or not you can leave it empty. This is something you would see typically in a tin pot communist dictatorship. This tax should be completely abolished. But I wanted to go over some of the taxes that have been introduced by the NDP starting in around 2018 when they brought in the speculation and vacancy tax. This was 0.5% on the assessed value for residents and a full 2% on any foreign buyers, because at that time the narrative was that these foreign buyers are driving up home prices. There was a school tax, so any home assessed over $3 million would be 0.2 to 0.4%. That, though, flowed into general revenue. They never talk about this. As far as I know, that school tax did not build a single school, but this is what the NDP does. They lie to you. They tell you that this tax revenue is going to go towards building schools and building affordable housing. It's not. It's just a tax grab. We had a foreign buyers tax, which increased from 15% initially to 20%. Now we have an all-out ban on foreign buyers. Luxury PTT, so the property transfer tax wasn't enough. They added an additional luxury PTT over $3 million at 5%, okay? Empty homes tax. So this brings us to the EHT. Vacant more than 6 months, you would have to pay 1%. That was raised in 2023 to a full 5%, and expect that to continue to increase. Get this, the Homes for People plan. This is the latest plan announced by our socialist premier here, David Eby. Homes for People. It's not going to build any homes for anyone. I promise you that. It's another tax grab. It's a flipping tax. So if you flip a home within the first year, you're going to be paying a flipping tax of 20%. There's no flipping going on right now with this current administration. Nobody is flipping homes. If they are, they're getting burned. I've done many videos on this. But this whole narrative that speculators are driving up prices, I remember not that long ago in the mainstream media, they were calling it shadow flipping, and they were demonizing these flippers. Well, all it is it's an assignment. There's nothing illegal about it, and there's nothing wrong with flipping or speculating. Speculation is normal and healthy in a free market enterprise system. The only thing that should be flipped, in my opinion, is the NDP government. They should be flipped out of the government, and we should bring in a more common sense, conservative government here, in my opinion. We're taxed far too heavily in Canada. I've talked about how Mr. Trudeau and Chrystia Freeland increased the capital gains inclusion rate last year from 50% to 68%, way too high. We're not competitive at all with the US here. And out of all of Canada, the BC NDP were the worst. We are by far the most hostile business environment in Canada. People wonder why homes are so expensive. Well, because developers want nothing to do with this government. It's too risky. And, you drive out all the investment capital. You drive away investors and speculators and foreign buyers and the development industry. I know those of you guys on the left of the political spectrum will say, good riddance. We don't need them. Let them go, and we'll let the NDP government, they'll build us a free house. It's a pipe dream. It's not going to happen, people. But government is the problem. This is what I've been trying to say on this blog here. Blaming speculators and foreign buyers, has it worked? Home prices have continued to become more expensive. More taxation is just going to make things much more expensive. But I understand why. You guys have been played by the NDP. There's a lot of people that are frustrated. They're angry. They're renting some dilapidated basement suite somewhere. Let's tax the homeowners. Let's tax these wealthy investors. And unfortunately, that doesn't do a lot for your personal situation, because if an investor's holding costs increase, let's call it 4 or 5% next year, and in many cases, costs have been going up far higher than that. We've seen double-digit increases in insurance premiums and strata fees and everything else. If their holding costs go up, you honestly believe that they're not going to find a way to pass that on to the end user, the tenant. Of course they are. Of course they are. So this is going to make things much more expensive. What we need, of course, is a conservative government that is going to get the hell out of the way, let the free market work, get shovels in the ground, and get some damn homes built here. And until that narrative changes, some people are starting to wake up to this, but until that narrative changes, I think we're going to continue to struggle here with affordability. I'm Jay Cooper. Feel free to comment below or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.